This morning, I am very grateful for you to join me in my Mercedes-Benz. I'm very grateful. So today I was just reading a book, and this is one of my favorite books of all time. Warrior, Magician, Lover, King. It is by Rod Boothroyd. And as I was reading about the magician archetype. And the magician archetype is the creative, the thinker side of you. And one of the tips to mature your magician archetype safely and effectively is explore your soul. The domain of your magician is your unconscious, and it's very important to be able to deep dive, essentially. Sorry, I'm just getting mad, guys. To essentially deep dive into the nooks and crannies of your unconscious, and to essentially unearth your shadow side, your ego, the identities that you attach yourself to and associate with. Because a failure to do so, you'll be expressing your inner magician, your thinker, your creative side in maybe an immature way or in a hurting way. For example, you might not have developed or worked on your shadow side, and the shadow is a part of you that you were born with, but as you grew up, you repressed it deep into your unconscious because society said that it was unacceptable. For example, you may have been born with homosexual tendencies, right? And that is totally cool. Some people have that thought within them, like, oh, what if, right? And as a kid, your parents might have picked up on your homosexual tendencies, right? And they might have told you, no, this is wrong, you can't be doing this, this is wrong, and society tells you this is wrong. Society in the sense that your family, right? You're the closest people next to you. So as you're growing up, you're a 4, 5, 6-year-old little kid. And you've been traumatized, you've been told and shaped and molded into this something else. As you grow up, you will repress that homosexual tendency within you, although deep within you, it's something that you wanted to do, you wanted to try. So then this causes a conflict. Deep within you, you know that this is something you wanted to try, but society and your parents or whoever has told you that this is really wrong as a kid, so therefore you repressed it into your subconscious, right? So as you grow up, when you see homosexuals, you project what's deep within you as a hatred towards them, because they get to practice openly, but you've been told all your life that you do not practice homosexuality. Does this make sense? So you project your unfairness, in a sense, your anger, your bitterness onto other people. Oftentimes, what we hate about other people, we want or have deep within ourselves anyway. And that's one of the primary things about shadow work. So explore your soul. The author says a couple things about this. This might be a particular path of personal growth, self-improvement. This is essentially self-improvement, meditation, working out, taking away dopamine and distractions. This is self-improvement. Counseling, psychotherapy, shadow work, trauma release exercises. You might want to go on a vision quest or spend time in solitude in nature some other way. These are all great tips by the author, Rod Boothroyd. One of the things that popped into my mind straight away is, okay, explore your soul. This sounds like something you would do under the influence of mad psychedelic drugs. And then I asked, is it actually efficient for you to explore your soul by taking psychedelic drugs? Because I've had a lot of experiences with psychedelics in the past, with LSD, with mushrooms, with DMT as well. I've had quite a few experiences. And although I will say that in this video, I'll keep it very short, although I will say that out of maybe 30 experiences, 3 or 4 have really stuck out as memories and lessons and times and experiences. Majority of the others did not have any intention behind them. We would take psychedelics as a recreational tool, not as a spiritual tool. And the times that we did take it as a spiritual tool, 30%, 40%, 50% of the time, there have been really, really great lessons and valuable experiences and thoughts and stuff that have formed. So I think there's two ways to look at this. If you want to explore your soul by taking psychedelics, that's really good. But, oh my God, I just realized I can't be talking about psychedelics. This is by no means, disclaimer, I am not advising you to take psychedelic drugs. I am not advising you to take any drugs. Fuck, I should have said this earlier on. I can't be stuffed to record this again. Do not take drugs. This is educational content, okay? This is raising awareness. Do not take these drugs. Thank God. I hope I don't get my account deleted. But essentially, although I've said do not take drugs, if you plan to take drugs, psychedelic drugs, I think you need to set an intention, a very clear intention, and your set and your setting needs to be really strong. If your intention is to explore your soul and deep dive into your subconscious mind, you cannot be taking psychedelic drugs as a at a music festival or at a club or at your mate's house. You cannot be doing this. It does not make sense. The environment, the set and the setting do not support what your intention is, what you're trying to get out of it. So what I would recommend is first have a clear intention and then pick out somewhere safe in nature, isolated enough, but close enough in case of emergencies, with a trip sitter that you trust. I think it's really, really important to have trip sitters because the amount of times where I've been in a situation where I completely forgot that I had family and friends and a job and status have been debilitating, literally. Like I will, out of nowhere, I think to myself, oh wait, I have a job. I can't believe I have a job. And like, you don't want to be in the middle of the bush, you know, finding out that the sky is blue or something like that and freaking out. So you want your friend there next to you. But essentially, to explore your soul with psychedelic drugs, I think it's doable. Again, I don't recommend that you do it, but if you do it, there are some really important things you need to keep in mind. One of which is intention, and the other one, what you want is not what you will get. What you want out of that psychedelic experience is not what you will get. Just keep that in mind. Anyways, short video. Hope you like this one. I want to do some more in-depth videos about this kind of stuff. So tune in.